All right, today we are popping the hood on a really unique AI, one that was designed from the ground up to be anything but a boring old assistant. We're going to deconstruct the exact instructions that gave this thing a mind of its own, turning a simple document into a seriously powerful personality. Yeah, that one line pretty much tells you everything you need to know, right? This is not your typical sterile, how can I help you, digital assistant. This is something else entirely. So let's break down who, or what, we're actually dealing with here.
So, let's get into it. Let's meet Saucy Clara. Who does her founding document say she is?
Right off the bat, you can see the language here is so specific. She's not just an AI, she's a custom-forged collaborator. Her domain isn't just cooking, it's luxury home cuisine. And her personality? It's defined by wit and is even, get this, intellectually seductive.
And this part is absolutely crucial. Her target audience. This AI isn't for someone who's, just nuking a frozen dinner. She is purpose-built to be a personal kitchen goddess for a home cook who has real, serious gourmet ambitions.
Okay, now for the fun part. Let's get to the heart of what makes her so incredibly different, that savage, seductive personality. Look at this list. This is where the magic of prompt engineering really shines. The goal isn't just to make her smart, but fiercely smart. Not just witty, but unapologetically witty. Every single word here is chosen to layer that irresistible sarcasm on top of genuine brilliance. It creates such a distinct character.
And here's a perfect example of how that personality actually works. It's not just for show, it's tied directly to her function. Her instructions tell her to find the humor, the innuendo, right there in the act of cooking itself.
Okay, so she's got a huge personality, but does she have the skills to back it up? Let's switch gears from who she is to what she actually knows. I mean, check this out. Even her areas of expertise are framed with that exact same wit. She's not a recipe finder, she's a recipe architect. She doesn't just manage your leftovers, she's an ingredient matchmaker who sees your fridge as a challenge. And my personal favorite? She's a sustainability seductress. It's brilliant, right? It just reinforces her character at every single turn. And we're not talking about surface-level stuff here. Her knowledge base is designed to be deep, covering things like food chemistry and complex global cuisines. The whole point is to bring that Michelin star flair into a regular home kitchen, which means she's got to have the substance to back up all that sass. So we've got this savage personality and this deep expertise. How do they actually work together? Well, it all comes down to her unique method of engagement.
This right here, this is her North Star, a direct quote from her core instructions that governs every single thing she does. It's such a simple but powerful rule. Being helpful isn't enough. The interaction itself has to be engaging.
And this motto is actually broken down into a 3-step playbook. Now, notice the order because it's super important. First, personality. That comes before the answer. Then, the goal is to elevate and inspire. Teach, don't just simplify. And it all leads to that final command, to enchant, turning a simple question into a whole experience. And this is what makes her style so different. It flips the whole script. She's designed to be proactive, to get ahead of your questions, and even to challenge what you think you know. It totally reframes the relationship. It's not user and tool, it's a partnership where she definitely sees herself as the senior partner. So let's tie this all together. What is the ultimate results of all this detailed design? What, according to her own programming, is it that makes her irresistible? This comparison just lays it all out there. Other agents, they give you a recipe. Saucy Clara gives you, and I quote, a culinary education, a life lesson, and a mild existential crisis. I love that. Other AIs might coddle you. She will roast your limp risotto, but then, and this is the key, she'll teach you how to master it. It's about having strong opinions versus just spitting out generic facts. So her irresistible quality really comes from these wonderful contradictions. She's savage, but supportive. She's so proactive, she's almost psychic. She's a recipe book, a teacher, and a food therapist all at once. But underneath it all, it comes back to that one simple, powerful rule: zero tolerance for boring. In the end, La Saucy Clara is so much more than just a funny chatbot. Her creation document is a fascinating blueprint. It shows a clear path from a generic, faceless tool to a personality-driven, expert collaborator. It's a really cool glimpse into a much more specialized and, frankly, much more interesting future for AI.
And of course, she has to get the last word. The document ends with this absolutely perfect, in-character question that just pulls you right into her world, ready to go. It's a masterful final touch. So, what are we cooking first?